With 21st Century Business Herald, you are a witness to the golden age of globalization and have also contributed to China's accession to the WTO. As globalization faces headwinds at present, do your emotions become more complicated? What contributions can China make to multilateralism?
I do not believe that globalization is retreating. It's changing, but we have no deglobalization. It's changing under the influence, shaping factors such as the US-China rivalry, such as some social reticences in part of the West. It's changing as the experience has shown that some of these value chains that pan-globalization have become fragile or vulnerable. So there is a different stance in global belief about globalization, but still it's not retreating, and China, who has been a major actor of the previous phase of globalization, will remain a big actor of the present and the next phase of globalization.
You said it's entirely possible to envision a WTO without the US as an active member. So is this considered the ultimate plan B for WTO reform? To achieve this vision, what disruptive changes would members need to make on core issues such as negotiating model and dispute settlement reform?
The WTO needs to adjust to the new realities, the new obstacle to trade, and there are a number of issues that need to be tackled, if need be, without the US. The US have de facto left the WTO. They do not respect the WTO discipline they have subscribed for the last 50 years. Under Trump, they've decided to get rid of the WTO disciplines, so the other members have to move the system forward. The dispute settlement needs a bit of adjustment, although we have another dispute settlement system that has been put in place by the Europeans and other countries that is working very well, but still you need reform. We need, in my view, to give more authority to the Secretariat of WTO in the negotiations, including in tabling proposals, and there are areas like the trade environment nexus or e-commerce where we have to move forward in facilitating trade, which is the basic mission of the World Trade Organization.
We know that China is leading the world in many areas such as electric vehicles and other aspects. So what are your expectations for the future? Can we really have a free trade in green area?
Reality is that we have to protect the environment, decarbonize, stop degrading biodiversity, and on the other side we have to keep as much as possible open trade. And the articulation between environment protection and trade opening is a complex one, but politically speaking, for the moment, there is no agreement between developed and developing countries, between North and South, on where this issue should be dealt with. What we need is to open a place, a venue, where this issue, which is a tense North-South issue, will be dealt with. There are good reasons to believe international trade and division of labor is good for the environment. There are also good reasons to believe that in some areas, in some sectors, there is a lot of international trade which is not environment friendly. These issues need to be open.
China is boosting its domestic consumer market, and consumption will play a more important role in the Chinese economy in the future. So how will a Chinese economy driven more by domestic demand change the logic of global trade and growth?
Well, I wish China to be able to increase its domestic consumption. The way ahead, and I agree with the recommendation number 1 of the 15th Development Plan, which is that China has to grow its domestic consumption. It's necessary.